Week 13 is officially complete, and it's time for the weekly recap. Today we're discussing injuries, QB returns, and key roster moves as team race for the playoffs. What's up, football fans? Colts, Chargers, Lions, Bengals, Vikings, and Cowboys fans. We got one for you. Week 13 happened over the Thanksgiving weekend, and there were a ton of close games and upsets. But with that also came its fair share of injuries. Now today we're not covering all of them, so if I miss one, go ahead and put it in the comments and we can talk about it later. But we've got a lot to talk about, so let's hop into it. For the Colts, last month at the trade deadline, you traded for Gardner from the Jets. But in your game against the Houston Texans over the weekend, he would go down with an ankle injury. Reports are that he avoided an Achilles injury. At this moment in time, it's being called a left calf injury, and the time that he'll spend on the sideline is undetermined. Next up, we have the Chargers. In your win over the Las Vegas Raiders over the weekend, quarterback Justin Herbert would take a hit to the hand. While he would miss just a couple of plays and finish the game, reports are that he did undergo successful surgery on Monday to fix it. Like Aaron Rodgers, with the injury being in his non-throwing hand, he still plans to play your Week 14 game against the Philadelphia Eagles. So this is definitely one you might want to watch the injury report for this week. Now for the Lions. In your game against the Green Bay Packers over the weekend, you lost two key players. Cornerback Terrion Arnold, who re-aggravated a shoulder injury, and receiver Amon-Ra St, who acquired an ankle injury. For Terrion Arnold, he's headed to IR, which means he'll miss at least 4 games. For St. Brown, his status is up in the air. For Monday, he was listed as a non-participant as your team gets ready to play the Cowboys this Thursday. So again, this is one you guys might want to watch. Now let's lighten the mood and talk about a QB return. For the Bengals, quarterback Joe Burrow missed 75 days, but he was able to come back and even threw 32 first-half passes in your win against the Ravens over the weekend. So it's looking like your offense could be back. He finished the game going 24 for 46 with 261 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and 1 sack. Now let's look at some roster moves. For the Vikings, in the offseason you acquired wide receiver Adam Thielen from the Panthers in a trade, but his reunion with the Vikings seems it's going to be short-lived. On Monday, the Vikings announced that they have waived the receiver upon his request. Thielen took to social media to give a response and say that this is his final season and that he'd like to end up with a competitor. Now let's look at the Cowboys. The secondary has had its holes all year, as players have battled injuries and fought to get back. Now, as you guys prepare for your game on Thursday against the Lions, we got one more. All-pro cornerback Trevon Diggs returned to practice on Monday as the Cowboys opened his 21-day window for return from IR. He officially has until December 21st to be activated onto the 53-man roster. But during his weekly appearance on 105.3 The Fan, Jerry Jones said that he's going to be playing this week, barring any setbacks in practice. So NFL fans, what do you think? What was your key takeaway from Week 13? How do you feel about the weird and wacky playoff race we have right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know down below, and don't forget to like and follow for all of your latest NFL news and updates.